It's devastating to have to come on here and share that whenever I was 19 years old, Gucci third leg burned me with HSV2. And he told me that he was going to send me his test results. And he never did. And it saddens me to hear that he's done this to so many girls.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Cafe Belmont. My name is James Belmont. Thank you for joining me. Today, we're going to do a case study of a woman who caught an STD doing Onlyfans. The purpose of this video is not only for people who do Onlyfans, but for people who are sexually active, particularly young adults 18 and younger, who think it is cool not to use protection. This video is not to shame anybody, but to inform you of the risks you could face if you do not protect your body. So, for context, this all started when Danae Davis went on TikTok exposing a popular creator she recently did a collaboration with who gave her an STD. She became popular by collaborating with different creators like Shane Frost, for example. Her whole niche is that she's a person who is easy to sleep with, and she advertised herself as such, posting multiple videos of sexually suggestive content in order to promote herself and her brand. All of that led to the creation of her own Onlyfans the moment she turned 18, and continued to collaborate with the same creators and expanding her circle of influence to make content. If you have been on the internet for the past couple of years, something like this does not come as a surprise. Young women have been starting Onlyfans the moment they turn 18 because they see the lifestyle that it could bring them if they exchange their bodies for currency. Which is sad and extremely unfortunate because in order for society to progress, we need people like doctors, lawyers, judges, bricklayers. None of these things are viewed as optimal choices for the young adults anymore. And we shall see the side effects in a couple of years. But that is not a part of the topic for today. They choose OnlyFans in particular because it gives them a lot more autonomy compared to traditional porn. The problem with that is that at least in the traditional industry, you have mandatory STD checks, generally speaking. But in OnlyFans, it's almost like the Wild West. There's no regulations per se. You can just sleep with whoever and take the risks or the chance that you might contract something that is uncurable. Knowing her behavior before she even started on OnlyFans, it is difficult to feel sorry for her because it is a known fact that the more sexual partners you have, the higher the chances of you contracting an STD that may or may not be curable, especially if it is unprotected sex, which in this case it was. Also, something that I found out is that she was advertising her OnlyFans with her mother. Her mom was supporting her endeavors. It is not like she was oblivious to what her daughter was doing. She was shaking her nyash in the video too. And I suppose her mother was content with this behavior because her bills were getting paid. And that is sad to see. And I'm seeing this more and more every day. Funny enough, you never see this type of behavior when the father is around. Or you never see a dad doing something like this. You do not have to listen to a word I say. I'm just a guy on the internet with a little bit of experience that I could share with you. At the end of the day, you are your own individual that can make their decisions on their own. These decisions may result in a positive or negative impact on your life. When I saw this video for the first time, it wasn't a surprise that she caught an STD. But I did realize that there are a lot of people that are not yet adults who are sexually active. And you need to protect yourself. Condoms are there for a reason. They're there to protect you from contracting something that you cannot get rid of. It is true that in some cases it does feel better without one, but this is where your risk assessment comes in. Contracting an STD for 5 to 10 minutes of pleasure versus wrapping it up for the same amount of time. To me, that is a nonsensical trade. Trading 10 minutes for the rest of your life, barring yourself from opportunities that you can no longer obtain because you decided to let your libido win over your common sense. You can't live your life on creative mode. It doesn't work like that. It is true that you only live once. You need to experience what life has to offer. But I think the timeline that a lot of people my age has is so short that they feel like they need to do everything at once. In my personal opinion, midlife is 50. And for some reason, an 18-year-old views 25 as an ancient person, like they're about to turn into dust at any minute. The things that you think you won't want, whether it be a family, whether it be having a regular job, those things you realize that you can no longer have after catching an STD or creating an Onlyfans, and now your body's out there for everybody to see. Now the things that you didn't think you would want, you now do and can no longer obtain it because of your past. This has been Cafe Belmont. My name is James Belmont. I hope this message finds you well. Before I go, tell somebody in your life that you love them, and I will see you soon. Take care.